Hello, everyone. I've been asked to talk a little bit about our upcoming General Convention schedule for our gathering in Baltimore in 2022. We're really excited for some of the changes we've made to the schedule, and I wanted to communicate to all of you the intentional nature in which we designed this schedule. The schedule was done after considering the feedback we heard from attendees at past General Conventions and some of the concerns deputies, bishops, and attendees had with respect to the pace and how the schedule was organized, and really the experience of General Convention. So there's a few guiding principles we took and a few decisions we made in designing this schedule to help facilitate a better General Convention and a better legislative process. So first, one of the things you'll notice about the schedule is we've been very consistent with the blocks of time and the schedule. We felt that was important to help attendees, deputies, bishops develop a rhythm. So you'll see that the first meetings in the morning, the worship and community gathering space, starts 9:30 every morning. So you know at 9:30 there's a block of time and a program. You'll also see the legislative sessions tend to start at the same time every single day. And the hope is this will help you develop a rhythm as you attend the convention and be able to do the things you need to take care of yourself. The second piece is you'll notice that we've provided some space in the schedule. So rather than having a short expedited lunch to get back to work, we've been intentional about creating a 2-hour block of time in the middle of the day to allow you to do the things that you need to do to be fully present during the legislative sessions. So this could be meetings with your deputations, meetings with colleagues, loved ones from around the church, seminary reunion lunches, meetings with other interested, like-minded individuals, or even potentially, if you're an introvert like me, having some downtime, an opportunity either to work out, relax, read, reflect, or pray. That you feel like you have the time and energy to attend the legislative sessions in the afternoons, and you have an opportunity to recharge, regroup, and regather. The third principle we've kind of looked at is having intentional long blocks of legislative sessions. Now, don't get overwhelmed when you see a 4-hour or 5-hour block of legislative session time. There will be breaks during those sessions. But what we found in the past general conventions is that it takes some time for deputies and bishops to get into the rhythm of doing legislation, participating in debates, voting on issues, considering topics. So we've been very intentional about having enough time to allow you as the representatives of the church to consider legislation, participate in meaningful debates, and do the work that needs to be done. And fourth, you'll see some intentional committee time at the beginning of the schedule. So one of the things when we originally designed the 2021 schedule is we were hoping to have 3 days of committee time. Committee time is really the opportunity to refine and develop resolutions. So it's the chance for people to provide feedback, to provide testimony, for really getting in depth into the resolution in a way that we don't always have the opportunity to on the floor of each respective house. So having intentional big blocks of committee time really allows committees the opportunity to dive in depth into resolutions and produce resolutions that are ready to go to be debated and considered by each house. Because we've had to limit the committee time and we've had to reduce the number of days of the General Convention due to the need to reschedule to 2022, there'll be some work that the committees are doing in advance. And that will be really important work to make sure that we're able to hit the ground running and produce resolutions to hit the floor of the House by the time the Houses and the House of Deputies meets. So the committee time you'll see is very intentionally designed, and we look forward to kind of talking to you more about some of the work that the committees will be doing in advance of General Convention, which will be a little different and new this year. And finally, and most importantly, we have this community gathering time. And you'll notice that every morning, starting around 9:30 in the morning. And in past general conventions, we've generally just had a worship time, a legislative session time, committee time, and then maybe some joint sessions. And the joint sessions were limited to deputies and bishops, and they took place in the House of Deputies, and they had this very legislative feel to them. This is something completely different. What we've done is we've been intentional about creating a third space, a gathering space for deputies, for bishops, for members of other groups that are meeting the same time, such as young adults, ECW, youth, visitors, exhibitors, or just members who are spouses or volunteers. This space is really an opportunity for us to worship, for us to participate in some kind of intentional discernment, some learning, some reflection, and really an opportunity to spend some time as a community, the general convention community, not just in our silos or separate, deputies and bishops and other groups, but rather as a broad-based community to participate in this intentional discernment, learning, and program. And there's a joint committee of deputies and bishops that is going to be participating in designing this program and really focusing on using this in an effective way. And you also see the presentation of the budget takes place during this time. We thought that third space was a really important thing for creating this schedule because it allows us as an opportunity, and allows us an opportunity as a convention to come together and really gather as a community. So we look forward to having you present. We look forward to having you there, and we're really excited to share this schedule. Thank you.